kí gbogbo ọmọ èṣù káàkiri àgbáyé pé ọdún tọdún yìí kò ní dópin fún wa o. ẹ̀làbọ̀ ṣíṣẹ́ o. Ìlà fi ń kí gbogbo àwọn ọmọ èṣù lágbàáyé pátápátá pé a kú ọdún èṣù àkópalẹ̀mọ́ ọdún èṣù àgbáyé tó ń bọ̀ láti lè ṣe kò sóhun tí bá ṣe tì. Home of Leaders Financial Store láti gbogbo àwọn ọmọ èṣù káàkiri àgbáńlá ayé pé àkópalẹ̀mọ́ ọdún èṣù o. We are using this medium to really congratulate every one of us, we the daughter of Eshu and the sons of Eshu all over the world in preparation of the World Eshu Festival. We are saying happy Eshu World Day in advance from Kosonti Pasheti, Home of Biz and Financial Store. And gbogbo ọmọ èṣù káàkiri àgbáyé pé ọdún tọdún yìí kò ní dópin fún wa o. We are proudly ọmọ Èṣù. Fún díẹ̀ èyí, orin tó ti ń kọ fún àwọn bàbá ńlá wa, tó ti ń kọ fún àwọn bàbá ńlá wa nígbà táwa léèwé nígbà ìmọ̀. Àwa fẹ́ yí orin yẹn padà lénìí. Tó ti máa ń kọ fún wa nígbà táwa school, ṣùgbọ́n nígbà wa yóò yẹ padà sí. Ta ló ń pariwo?
Ọmọ Jésù ló ń pariwo.
Ta ló ń pariwo?
Ọmọ Jésù ló ń pariwo.
Àbí ẹ̀yin ni?
Rárá àwa kọ́, ọmọ Èṣù làwa ṣe. Ọmọ Jésù ló ń pariwo.
Ta ló ń pariwo?
Ọmọ Sétàn ló ń pariwo.
Ta ló ń pariwo?
Ọmọ Sétàn ló ń pariwo.
Àbí ẹ̀yin ni?
Rárá àwa kọ́, ọmọ Èṣù làwa ṣe. Ọmọ Sétàn ló ń pariwo.
Èṣù wá gbé wá o.
Èṣù wá gbé wá o. Orílẹ̀ oríta, Èṣù wá gbé wá o. Èṣù wá gbé wá o. Èṣù wá gbé wá o. Orílẹ̀ oríta, Èṣù wá gbé wá o. Ọmọ Èṣù.
Kí lorúkọ yín? Èṣù ṣẹ́. Èṣù ti inú wẹ̀ mí. Ẹ̀yin kọ́, Èṣù ti inú wẹ̀ mí.
Tiwa lèṣù.
Tiwa lèṣù. Bóyá yín lọ.
Èṣù ṣọlá.
Èṣù ṣọlá.
Èṣù Máyọ̀wá.
Èṣù Máyọ̀wá.
Èṣù fíkúrẹ́ mi.
Èṣù fíkúrẹ́ mi.
Ẹ̀làbọ̀ ṣíṣẹ́ o. Ìlà fi ń kí gbogbo àwọn ọmọ èṣù lágbàáyé pátápátá pé a kú ọdún èṣù àkópalẹ̀mọ́ ọdún èṣù àgbáyé tó ń bọ̀ láti lè ṣe kò sóhun tí bá ṣe tì. Home of Leaders.
Whenever we say things like Eshu is not Satan, I usually hear
Eshu
questions like, what
Satan.
then is the Yoruba word for Satan? How is that even a question at all?
Never.
Because what is the English word for Orunmila? What is the Hebrew word for Obatala? Why must we have a word for what we don't have? We don't recognize the presence of the devil in our own belief system. So why should we have a word for the devil? We don't believe in the devil, just as we don't believe in hell. The Yoruba does not believe in roasting people for eternity. So there is no original Yoruba expression for hellfire. Orun Apadi is a creation of early Yoruba Christians. But we'll be getting to all that very soon. For now, let us look at one very interesting aspect or character of that Ebora Kukuru Tinjela Topa Eshula Lu Okiri. Whenever we say things like Eshu is not Satan, I usually hear
Eshu
questions
is
like,
not
what then
Satan.
is the Yoruba word for Satan? How is that even a question at all? Because what is the English word for Orunmila? What is the Hebrew word for Obatala? Why must we have a word for what we don't have? We don't recognize the presence of the devil in our own belief system. So why should we have a word for the devil? We don't believe in the devil, just as we don't believe in hell. The Yoruba does not believe in roasting people for eternity. So there is no original Yoruba expression for hellfire. Orun Apadi is a creation of early Yoruba Christians. But we'll be getting to all that very soon. For now, let us look at one very interesting aspect or character of that Ebora Kukuru Tinje Latopa Eshu Laalu Okere o. Whenever we say things like Eshu is not Satan, I usually hear questions like, what then is the Yoruba word?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, today is the 24th of December 2024, and today is known as the ESU Day. ESU is not Satan. So this is something that's done once every year on the 24th of December. For those that don't know, maybe if you're hearing for the first time, maybe you should start paying attention. So I decided to do a show today on that. So who's ESU, and why do the people of ESU decided to start doing this work for ESU? One particularly is because for so long our people, our people in Africa, or should I particularly say Yoruba people or Nigerians, there's been so much brainwashing, so much propaganda, so much mind programming has been done to the people for so long that people have been so miseducated about who they are, their roots, their tradition, their knowledge of self, to the point where ESU, who we know in Isheshe to be an Orisha, a messenger of Olodumare, somehow has become a Satan from the Bible, which is completely a false narrative, a false comparison. And how did we get to this point? How did we come about to where people are thinking like this? Well, I mean, it goes back to history. It goes back to, like I said, the brainwashing, the mind programming, colonial, I'll call it colonial mentality of from colonial days. ESU is not Satan. ESU is not Satani. ESU is one of the 401 Irumales, 401 Orishas, who are all the messengers of the Supreme God, Olodumare. ESU is a messenger, a very, very important Orisha. ESU plays a lot of roles in our lives. Without ESU, we can't have a functioning life, a functioning world, a functioning society. ESU is very important. ESU, without ESU, there's no link between the physical world and the spirit world. Eshu takes our prayers, our sacrifices from the physical world to the spirit world. Without the connection between the physical world and the spirit world, the physical world is doomed. Without, this is even a fact, this is a phenomenon in every religion. You believe certain things got to be, there has to be certain spiritual intervention in our dealings in the physical world. So imagine a block, without a link between without any kind of link between the physical and the spirit world. Imagine a kind of how would your prayer or whatever it is, or how do you expect spiritual spiritual intervention in anything you do? So I really don't know how to put it well. I'm kind of short of words, but I believe anyone will understand what I'm trying to say. Without the link between the physical world and the physical world and spiritual world, how possible can you have a spiritual intervention? So ESU is the link between the physical world and the spiritual world. ESU takes our messages to the spirit world. ESU take our sacrifices to the spirit world. ESU governs the crossroad in our lives, in everything. ESU, I can go on and on about ESU. ESU is a very important animal, Orisha. We appease ESU all the time. So one of the most vital things to do is to have relationship with ESU. It goes on. It's a long things. If I have to lecture about ESU, I can go days talking. ESU is very important. ESU is not satanic. It's not Satan. How do we get to ESU becoming Satan? And unfortunately, we are people that don't ask questions. We don't, in this slide, there's three elements. There's the past, present, and future. If you're living a life without understanding these three elements, then you're living a failed life. To me, that's a classic definition of a failed life. Someone living a failed life. When you don't question, you don't have an understanding of the past, present, and future. If you don't question your past, you don't question your present, you don't question your future, and you'll be a confused human being. You'll be living an insane life of insanity. A lot of us do not question our past. Neither do we even question our present or nor our future. We make bad decisions today because we don't even question decisions we're making. We don't question what's the elephant in the room in our presence. So we end up making bad decisions. And some of us are confused in our present because we never question the past. We don't know where we are coming from. And most don't question the future. That's why they are visionless. They don't know where they are going. If you're wise enough to question your past, then you would have questioned, how come ESU was not bad to your forefathers? ESU was a Orisha that your forefathers. I don't use the word worship. I don't know if the word worship in Yoruba, but it's Orisha your forefathers work with, have association, relationship with. But today, you issues and Orisha that your forefathers didn't see as bad, but you today see it as bad. So, and you never question that. That tells me you're not a functioning thinker. If you question that, and you begin to get answers, and if you question it, then you realize that, hey, at one point, do you begin to think like this? And you realize that you started thinking like that during the colonial times, when the missionaries, when the invaders came in the form of missionaries and so-called coming to civilize and coming to give you something, which eventually we know they came to take. No one gives anything for free. They came and they used people you will call your own, which is the best way to get you, is to use your own to get you. Example would be Bishop Samuel Ajayi Crowther, a man that was used to translate a Bible to the Yoruba language, and decided he was going to take our issue and call it using the place of the Satan in the Bible, which unfortunately it was never challenged by anyone. I don't know if it was challenged. Maybe it's just unfortunately that those that were challenging it just were never heard. Their voices were silenced or something. I don't know how it came about. But somehow he successfully put that in the Bible. And by the time they were converting our people to Christians, they began to read issue and began to see issue as Satan. And if you look at the characteristics of Satan in the Bible and compare with the characteristics of issue, it is completely different. You may see maybe the similarity, maybe the negative side of the issue, which there's no one that doesn't have a negative side. We all have a negative side. And the negative side of the issue negative doesn't mean bad, by the way. If someone heard the word negative, think of bad. If I today, negative would be on what context you carry out your negativity. For example, me standing up and go kill my fellow human being, that's negative. Me standing up to kill is negative. For no reason is negative. Well, let me put it the right way, in a proper context. Killing is negative. Now, does killing necessarily mean bad? No. Killing is negative. And killing can be bad and killing can be good. I'm just using killing as an analogy as one of the negative things one can do in this life. Now, if I decide to go kill a human being for no reason, or just go rob someone and kill someone, or just decide to kill someone because I don't like them or they offended me, that's bad. Now, if I decide to kill someone because the person is about to kill me and I kill the person to save myself in self-defense, that is negative. Well, the question is it bad? Ask yourself. If someone is about to kill detonate a bomb or kill a crowd of people, thousands of people, and I find the only opportunity to stop that person, I'm in a position to stop that person, and the only way to stop that person is to kill that person to save the lives of everybody else, and I do that, that's also negative because I just did something negative. I killed someone. But however, I saved the crowd. I saved thousands of people. I saved others. I saved the innocent people. So it makes that negative good, but it is still negative. So a negative act can be good or bad. So now that goes to who issue is. Issue does not punish good people, good doers. Issue only punish evildoers. Now, the Satan in the Bible goes after good doers. He goes after good people. According to the Christians, the Satan just go after bad people. He goes after good people. It destroys good. Our issue does not destroy good. Our issue protects good. That's why they call him Olailu. Olailu. It protects the town. It protects the people. Protects the family. Issue is good. Issue is not Satan. I can go on and on and on and on between the difference. Now, another word in the Bible, they say the Satan is the enemy of God, the supreme creator, according to the Bible. In our issue, it's not enemy of Olodumare. It's not the enemy of God. Issue is the messenger of God. In fact, among all the rumorless, he's deemed to be known to be the most loyal to Olodumare, the supreme God. So, I don't know how Eshu can be compared to Satan. So Eshu kinshi Satani. Give me 1 second. Let me mute myself. I'm gonna ask somebody a question. So Eshu is not Satan. Anyone that calls Eshu. So it's very vital that it's very unfortunate that today millions of Yoruba people have been conditioned to think backwards and think their minds have been flipped upside down. They've been brainwashed by the colonialists to turn against their own, turn against their own issue, their own tradition. It plays a lot of role. Well, I didn't plan to stay here this long. Again, today is issue day, so I thought I'd do my own contribution in putting out a little bit of my information about issue. Okay, let me go ahead and end the show. See you all later.